It's a natural 20. Damn it, where is it?
Cool, get those out of the way.
Oh my god.
I mean, Hobart, you remember what you gotta do for us, right?
I'm
What's
not
that?
about random people for you.
You're kidnapping that woman for Flumble. Fuck.
Frontful.
Flumble!
Alright, I'll do that.
My brain glitched out. What can I say?
This shit is way too bright. I'm gonna put this shit
I'd
right
rather
here.
talk to this random people, just saying. How? That's what I'm going to me.
Hold on.
Why are you showing me the picture?
You're clearly not an Oblivion player. I mean, Elder Scrolls player.
No, I'm not.
That looks familiar. I don't... Dude, it's been 10 years since I played Skyrim. Like... I'm like, what is... Even for a second, I'm like, what is that again? I don't know. Babe, do you have any clue?
And who here?
Chris, you're gonna feel stupid for this.
Okay. You're gonna have to like refresh my memory because like I don't. It's nothing is coming to my mind right now.
That's David's butt plug.
I am streaming. Besides, if it's anybody's, it's yours. Just go to the romantic depot. Love it.
I'm not. I've never been to it. I've only been to Giggles.
Giggles?
Yeah. If you want to move time,
Oh, I've never even heard of that place.
it's basically the same thing as other people, just smaller.
Okay. Alright, so everyone ready to pretend to be wizards and shit?
Chris.
That is dope. Refresh my memory.
It's a soul gem.
I completely forgot about those.
It came with a loot crate,
Okay.
along with it's an Overwatch cookbook.
An Overwatch. I was gonna say, I just, it started to clear up on my end. I was like, is that an Overwatch recipe book? It's pretty dope.
It's like a pixelated reveal.
It's real
Yeah.
recipes.
we
Oh,
actually
lots of this.
don't we have the Breath of the Wild cookbook?
I have a ton of
Yes,
different
I do.
I don't Walking Dead.
Don't forget, Chris.
Sure.
Don't forget. It's still in its packaging.
Oh shit, is that the vinyl?
It is.
Oh,
It's still sealed.
that's dope. That's dope. I fucking love that game too.
I can't get myself to take it out of the seal
I wouldn't. I put that shit up on display.
when I move. I also
Yeah. Alright, so,
1 second. I also have.
oh my dude.
I love those things. You should do a DD version of that. That'd be awesome.
I actually have a board game called Talisman. That's Kingdom Hearts theme. And it's basically an RPG tabletop role-playing game, well,
Alright,
board game in a sense.
I will play that.
I wanna.
I want to play. Somebody play that with me, cause
Hold on. I'll play it.
I still want to play.
I would like more
Insight
people.
19.
Alright, David, 1. I have it 2.
I don't.
2, I got the collector's edition that I dropped $300 for. Oh, I gotta move so much shit out of the way. I don't know if you can see it. Aha!
I wanted to.
I'll put this back later. What did you say?
I wanted to get collected edition of this type of stuff, but okay, I was too late. I didn't know about it. I even wanted the special PS4, but they didn't say anything until too late. I was like, fuck, you kidding me?
Yo, like, as soon as that shit went up on pre-order, I bought that shit immediately. Not the PS4 version. I mean, collectors. I mean, whatever. Special edition PS4, but the collector's edition, you best believe I did that. Okay, so.
Let's get going.
Yes. Enough with the sidebarring. Now, where you last left off, you basically entered a room that was like full of an audience, and you guys basically tried to sell them a product that was given to you by this hobgoblin woman. You guys, half of you rolled really well, the other half didn't, and you guys were able to get the audience hype enough to buy your little performance. Flumble rolled very well in his charisma check and got the hobgoblin girl very interested in him, until when the party started to leave and he felt like he was about to close the deal. He was taken off his feet by his good old master, Xeris.
Well, I'm gonna steal.
He's still in the room, so he's gonna steal it.
No, it's okay. I'll just come back for her.
I'm doing a favor for you. You help this out, I'll do a favor for you. What I gotta roll?
Give me a charisma check.
You said he could scoop her on his way out because he was the only one left in the room.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, charisma. Sorry. No. Strength.
Well, with a 14. Does that work?
You're just like, all right, scoop her up and just tell me what you do. Just give me a scene. And she's like, whoa. Well, folks, I guess I'll be going along with these travelers for the time being. I'll catch you later. Everyone, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the game show, whatever. And she just is slumped over your shoulder, and you guys start heading out, heading towards the hallway that had the door at the end of it. But as soon as you start getting closer to this door, you notice that all of you notice that the floor, the walls, and the ceiling are completely covered in this slimy, like, that's the best way I can really describe it.
I'll give you 2 gold if you lick it.
Alright, I'll lick it. What color is it first?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
What color I'm looking?
Wait, what?
What color is the goo?
The color of the goo is dark goo, like it's like a mix. It's like a darkish type of green.
All right, let's look at it. What do I roll?
Constitution saving throw, and like when I tell you, like, it's everywhere. Jesus Christ, it's everywhere. It's like moist. It's even dripping from the ceiling as well.
Saving throw. 2. Shit, I'm dead.
So as soon as you lick it, you just throw up immediately.
There you go.
All right.
You hand him 2 gold.
Here, this will settle your stomach.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're holding on to his money. That's right. Ah, completely forgot about that. I can hold it on for you too.
I opened a bank. Do you have a bank?
What's a bank?
I have pockets.
If you mean by pockets, yeah.
In my bag.
All right. So enough of that. All right. So, but Knock, you just straight up puke on the floor, and then when you are looking back up, you notice that you start hearing the voice, the pre-recorded voice speaker come out of the wall a little bit close to you guys, and it says, "Beside the closed wooden door, you see a middle-aged man sitting with his back to the wall and his knees drawn up under his chin. He's a real sad sack, sitting there in a rumpled yellow suit. To be clear, the suit is of fine quality, but there is only so much you can do with a guy like this." Light catches a long tear rolling down his cheek. He lifts a flask to his lips, drains the contents, then stares at himself in the flask's reflective surface. After a moment, it goes silent, and he says, "I think I made a terrible mistake."
Uh-oh. Is it part of the story, or you made a mistake?
He looks up to you, and are you saying that to him?
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Oh, he's like, he looks up to you, and he just looks like a drunken mess. Like if this was an anime or cartoon, you would see like the red like blush like blur underneath his eyes, and he's just like, I've just where I've gotten to at this point in my life. I don't think that it's been worth it at all. It's like joining the group that's behind the store. Nothing's just been going exactly my way.
You want to have fun with us?
And he looks at you and he's like, "Who are you guys?" And then and then he's like, "Oh, oh," and he just starts to just vomit.
Did you hit the green
All he's still vomiting. He's just like 2 minutes go by, and he's still vomiting. It's just it's actually coming towards you guys. So if you want to step in it, I would suggest you take a few steps back.
Now. I'd like to leave now.
Funfo's just like, "That's just nasty, dude. Must have had a lot to drink, fellas."
Do we try to like heal him or something, or do we just kind of just step back and say, "Okay, see you later," and walk away?
Can you heal
You
him?
can after no, just no, you're good, because after a couple more seconds, it stops. He stops and he's just like, ugh. And he's just staring at this massive like puke pile that he just like whelked from his mouth. And as you guys are staring at this, he looks up to you. He's like, "Oh, I didn't tell you about the treasure, right?"
Treasure? Where?
Yeah, you told us all about it
Oh.
and said you were going to show us where it is.
He's like, "Oh." He's scratching his head. Roll persuasion with advantage because he's drunk.
Does that include me? I was standing in the corner.
She's the one who asked the question.
I got a nat 20.
With a nat 20, he's just like, I wasn't supposed to tell you about the treasure, but whoops. He gets up and he's like, "In the other room, there is a half-empty cask that sits on the balcony." He's like, "Root." He's like, "Hold on 1 second." Okay. And he's like, "There's this." He's like, "There's a canister in there. It's like a flask. Kind of looks like this one." He pulls out, and he's just like, "It's actually is a healing potion that's good for 10 sips."
Why don't you drink it then?
And he's like, "Oh no, we're not supposed to touch it." And as he's saying that, the vomit that he threw up on the floor starts to move on its own. And he looks at it in like utter shock. And then the vomit moves past his legs and under the door.
Okay.
He was like,
Knock, I think you licked his vomit.
What color is his vomit?
yellowish green.
Okay, it's not the same thing. Okay, we're good.
Moving vomit aside, do you remember why we're not supposed to touch this cask?
He's like, because it's an offering for our. And he's like trying so hard to like keep it in.
Is it booby trapped?
So no, I don't know. It's not booby trapped. They just don't want anyone touching it. So, but it's in there if you guys want. I just need to sit down for a second, and then he sits down, and he just like waves you guys away. He's like, just give me a moment.
Alright. Are we done talking to him?
I'm done talking to him.
You're done talking. You're done talking to him. Because if
Yeah.
Frumford's like, I don't have anything to say.
I mean, if Knock has nothing to say, and the lady he's carrying has nothing to say to him, I'm just gonna knock him out. This way
Please
he's
do.
Mm-hmm.
This way he's out of his misery, at least for a little while. I mean, what
Okay.
better way to stop the poor guy from puking than just knock him the fuck out? Knock, do you have anything to say to this guy before I knock him out?
Do we need him?
No.
Cause I mean, knock him out. Just, I don't know. Just take him out of his misery completely.
Okay.
I mean, there's no need to. Well, I was gonna try to not cause bloodshed, but
Just make him not conscious.
But what if he pukes more, and whatever he puked up turned into some crazy creature we gotta fight now? What if he does it again, and then it was 2 or 3?
Off with his head?
Off with his head.
Okay. So if you're gonna kill, so if whoever wants to just put him out of his misery,
About 16.
just. That hits. So roll your damage.
All right.
He's like, and while he's sitting on the floor, like as you guys are like bickering amongst himself, he's just like, everything's just a waste of time in these days.
8.
Nothing of importance anymore. So you bring your sword down onto his neck to behead him. Your sword cuts through his neck, except it just stops. So his head is like nearly headless Nick from Harry Potter, in a sense.
What do you mean nearly?
Goes like,
nearly headless?
and he's just like, ow! He's like, why? He looks up at you as the sword is still sticking in his neck. He's like, what? What did I do?
My second attack to just chop down again.
Yeah.
I think we were better.
Yay! 21.
Just lob his head. You just lob his head off.
The
rest of the way, it's stuck. So it's stuck, and you kind of just went like, huh! Like gave it an extra push or something. And yep, his head comes clean off, and he just slumps forward into the moist floor.
I guess we'll go. We have to follow that puke.
I guess.
Is the head still talking while on the floor?
No, his mouth is open. His eyes are like staring blankly.
Mean, the fact that he had like a sliver of a neck still attached, and he was still talking. You can't blame me for just making sure that he didn't turn into a fucking talking head.
If he was a talking head, I'd fucking kick it across the floor.
What
happened?
Master died.
Okay. See you guys tomorrow.
Oh, that's everything you don't want to happen at your execution.
What just happened?
We thought you died.
I don't know. It just like kicked me off the fucking
I
call.
had the funeral prepared and everything, and then you came back to life.
All right. So thank you. And so, what are you guys doing? You guys are gonna go through the door?
Yes.
Okay. So who's going in first?
Knock
Me.
is-
All right.
he's
Knock.
Michigan.
Did you forget we
Okay.
elected a line leader?
That's right. Knock is taking point from now on, unless deemed otherwise. All right. So the you open up the door, and what you see in front of you are 5 cultists bent over the railing of a balcony that rings the room. Seriously vomiting. They're like just as badly as the guy outside the room was vomiting. These 5 cultists are doing the exact same thing.
What color is
Yeah, seriously vomiting.
Which cultists? Are they new
Which
cultists?
one? Oh, they're wearing the same garb and robe that the guy outside was. The same same attire.
What color is their puke? I want to see if Knock ate the.
Oh, it's yellow and green. It's the same. All right. So they vomit with true conviction, and it's pooling into the middle of the floor. As the foul pool begins to move, you are stricken with the thought that maybe the cultist in the corridor was right. Maybe all existence, everything that is, was, and will be, has just been a tremendous waste of time. So as you guys are staring at this thing, it kind of forms
I
little
wanted to
tentacle
kick them in.
things. What?
I a little bit wanted to kick them in.
All right. So the vomit that crawled into here before, it's now getting bigger, and just these people who are like vomiting into it even more is making it even more bigger. It starts to move again and it starts to sprout like tentacle like jelly arms, and it looks at you, and it opens a little slit in its mouth, and everyone roll for initiative.
Can I say something to my crew for a second?
Sure.
Now, the guy said we can't touch the treasure. How we know this treasure is on the list to happen?
He said they don't touch the treasure because it's an offering. Maybe it's an offering to this thing.
To the puke god? Why would you roll? Oh boy. Sorry, what
That's for your initiative?
Yeah.
initiative.
My
Okay.
initiative is a beautiful natural one.
No.
Does that mean she critically failed her?
With my
Yeah, that means she goes last. Yeah.
I thought that means she goes takes a nap while we fight.
I got a 7.
She's like, you guys have it, I'm taking a nap.
What did you get now?
7.
God damn, my rolls suck this time.
All right, both of you roll d20. I mean d20. Tell me what you get. Roll off.
Sorry, excuse me.
10.
I'm rude. 14.
All right, so Knock is in the order. You are gonna go first. Xeris is gonna go after you, but it is now this pile of vomits' turn because he got a 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Doc, I'll give you 2 more
it-
rolls if you fuck the slime thing.
all right. Fluffle looks at me. He's like, "My dude, that's even I think that's disgusting."
Wait, shouldn't Uncle also roll initiative?
You're right. He got 3.
We should probably tell that lady to sit in the corner. Since I don't think she's.
Tell him to fight.
Fluffle
You're the one
does.
who has to tell him to do things. He's like, "Oh, all right." And
Doc, you might want to put the lady that you're carrying down.
she's like, "Oh yes, a turn of events. I see, but I don't think I should even be here with you guys."
go hide in the corner, and we'll get you when the fight's over.
I said, okay. But you're gonna have to do me one thing first.
All right, how about this? Get pom-poms in your skirt, and you can cheer your new boyfriend on.
She's like, I just need you to put me down. I was.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay, there you go.
So I'll cheer for you. I'll cheer for you guys. And she points to like the farthest corner of the room. She's like, over there. And then she bolts. And oh,
I yelled at her.
excuse me.
I yelled at her. Just a heads up. If you try to flee entirely, I'll kill you.
Dude, that's your buddy's girlfriend. Like, what are you doing?
Flumfle's like, dude, like, what the fuck?
I don't trust people that run away.
He's like, he's only joking. He's only joking.
I whispered to Yuffie. That's what we want her to think. Just ask the evil witch.
All right. So.
Murdering. They all deserved it though.
All right. So this pile of vomit is going to go first, and he is going to shoot a pseudopod attack at excuse me, you Yuffie, and you're gonna. He got a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You are going to take. You're going to take 9 bludgeoning damage and 5 acid damage.
Wait, this guy's acidic. Sweet, I got resistance.
So it just hawks a giant loogie at you and just hits you directly in the chest. With that being said, Knock, it is now your turn.
Alright, first, I'm going to use my weasel and try to attack, I guess. So, let's see. $15. Does that hit the weasel?
Oh, that definitely hits.
Sweet. Alright, let's see how much damage the weasel does. 3. Alright, I want the weasel to fight wherever nuts are on a vomit demon.
Just, and it basically, the weasel jumps and bites its where the genital area is supposed to be.
Yes. Aim for that general area.
Okay,
Are we
so
gonna have a wizard moment again?
I mean, he still has the beard and the hat on, so why not? Alright, and then I'm gonna use my attacks to attack twice with both swords. One is 18, the other sword is a 6. So 1 hit, I guess.
wait, what were the rolls again?
18 and a 6.
18 and a 6. 1 hits and the other one misses.
Completely.
Yes.
Alright,
He
let's
fumbled,
see.
fumbled you. If Flumble look, he fumbled.
Alright, 6 damage with the one that hits.
Alright, so is that slashing damage?
Yes.
So as soon as you slice through it, it splits. So another one pops up.
God damn fucking hate for shit. Alright.
And you said you did 6 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so don't cut it, I guess. I guess we gotta try to burn it or something, maybe. See if that works.
Okay, so this one is going to have. It's a little smaller, but it doesn't look that intimidating as the other ones. So, Xeris, it is now your turn.
Well, I also have my
Oh, wait.
player special attack, which once per turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an additional 1d8 damage. If the damage is below the HP it hits. So obviously it's not gonna hit because he doesn't have fucking 8 HP, I'm sure. But I would fucking do it anyway.
No.
Doesn't hit, okay. Just figure I'd try.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, so, with that being said, Xeris, it is now your turn.
Alright, quick question. Is my great axe a slash weapon or just one?
Go to, your battle axe. What
It's-
icon?
Oh fuck, it's slashing.
Yes.
Wait, no. Yeah,
If you
slash.
highlight the thing that says 1d8,
Alright.
and
I'm just gonna throw a javelin at it. Actually, first, let me take that back. I'm gonna rage. That real quick. And then I'm just gonna throw a javelin at it.
Okay.
hit right in the fucking face.
18.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Wait, so there's 2 of them now, right? So you got that
9.
9? Alright. And which one are you going after? The one that's smaller or the one that was bigger?
The biggest one. And that's piercing.
Okay. Alright, so 9.
I forget, how many javelins do I have?
I think it's the only, it should be the only one, so if you want to throw it, you would have to go and retrieve it. Excuse me.
Maybe I can send my weasel one up, pull it out, and carry it back to you.
Well, because I was double checking
I'll try
because
that.
I have frenzy, so I can attack again. Actually, you know what? I can attack again because I can always melee attack smaller ones.
Alright.
I got an 11 for melee.
To hit?
Yeah,
You hit.
I do 5 damage to the small one. I think it's
Alright, it vibrates really rough, and it kind of like sploots for a second, but then reforms.
Yuffie, you're gonna need to burn this.
Yeah, Yuffie, it is now your turn. No, it's not. It's not. Ruffle's like, step aside, it's my turn! And he is going to try...
Alright. Alright, Fluffy, you got this.
Okay, so he's gonna... He got a natural 20.
You can do it,
Let's see. He's gonna take his short bow, and he's going to pull it out of his back, and he is going to fire. Ooh, it's 2d6. Yes. It hits the bigger jelly, and it's going to do 7 damage. So and what you guys notice is that as soon as the arrow pierced this jelly, it kind of like shrivels a little bit. It makes a deflating sound like a balloon.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I need to get a soundboard for that time.
Alright. Yuffie, it is now your turn.
Alright, Yuffie's gonna hold out her arm and summon her wildfire spirit in the middle of those two. And they're gonna need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
They gotta be 15.
They gotta be 15, both of them? Alright. I'm like going back and forth between book, paper, writing, rolling.
Do I technically
You said dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to do a dex save? Well, because I'm sitting on next to the...
I don't... Ooh.
I
It
kicked
only
in the
reaches,
face.
I don't think so, because you're kind of like back like we are.
No, I just kicked one of them in the face.
well,
That's true, because he did...
the range on it is 10 feet. Am I able to position it so it doesn't hit him?
You can, yes. You can angle yourself, because remember, you can still move around. You can use your speed to move around it, so you can angle yourself and not hit your party members.
No, I can summon it in any space that I can see.
Okay. Okay, well, they both fail.
Behind them. That way it hits them, but not us.
Okay, well, they both failed. They got -2 to
They
dexterity.
both take 6 fire damage.
Alright.
Ooh. One is looking very small, like small enough to be at both Xeris and Nox's calf.
Alright. Sound fine.
And then Yubi's just gonna pat herself down, like, that hurt, and bonus action healing word herself.
Okay.
Shut up.
For you.
So that's the end of your turn, right?
And then, can I attack with my wildfire spirit the same turn I summon it? It's supposed to go right after me.
I'll allow it. It's fine.
It's gonna use flame seed on the one that's about to deflate.
I roll to see if you
Does
hit.
an 18 hit?
18 definitely hits.
18. That is 7 more fire damage.
You finish it.
The little fox just like spits the tiniest little seed of fire at it, and it just turns to ash.
A jelly that turns into ash. All right. So with that being said,
Is that how Ash Ketchum was made?
Dirty boy, dirty boy. All right. So while that one turned into ash, what you guys notice is that the 5 cultists that were hanging over the balcony puking before, one of them lifts his head and he's like, "Huh, intruders!" And he's going to jump down from this small balcony, and he is going to join the fight.
Okay, so
But-
where is he jumps down? Where is he positioned in relation to the vomit dude?
He's like he's basically like 15 feet before behind the bigger pile of vomit.
All right.
Question 2. How many cultists are there?
There's 5.
5. How
Okay.
far is the other one, Tim?
They're all up where he was before, so when they all jump down, they're just basically going to be in a row.
No, I mean
Alright.
correspondence to my location. Since I was.
They're close to you. What's your speed?
30.
You can get to them. You can get to them.
All right. Is it my turn?
Not yet, because so the guy, so one of the cultists up in the balcony, he's just gonna burp really loud and then just look up and then look back down, and he's just mumbling something very, very quietly. And now it is the bigger jelly that is now shrunken a little bit. He is going to look at you, knock, and he is going to shoot a pseudopod, but as soon as it's about to leave its mouth, it kind of just, you know how like when, what's a good example? When you hawk a loogie, but you expect it to go out further, but it just like falls out of your lip and just smacks your chin.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
That's what it does.
That's what he does with his dip.
Yes.
With that being said, there's another cultist that makes a sound, and he doesn't move at all. Now, Knock, it is your turn.
Alright. Can I use my weasel to retrieve Xeris' javelin? Can I try that?
Yes.
Alright, what should I roll for that?
You don't have to roll for anything because he's just moving to pick it up.
Okay. There goes Xeris. You got that one. Alright, I'm gonna use my boomerang, which has a range of 60, to hit that dude that jumped off the balcony.
Alright, so yeah, roll to see if you hit.
11. Oops.
You throw the boomerang, and it just whishes right like an inch off the top of his head.
Damn it!
It misses him.
Damn it! Alright, then I'm gonna use another attack to hit the vomit dude. Then.
Alright, roll to see if you hit.
Shit! I rolled a 10.
You said you're the vomit dude. You're
Yeah.
the one that jumped down, right?
No, the dude that struck.
Oh, you guys cut his head off.
There was 2 of them, weren't there?
There were, but one.
No,
Yeah, but only
the
one
slime.
jumped down.
No, he meant the slime is the only thing shrinking. The guy jumped down from the platform. There's 4 others on the platform.
I killed one of the slimes.
Yeah, so I'm.
She killed one on the side, and there was a drunken cultist guy that was like
Yeah. So the guy
right before the.
jumped down and I threw the boomerang at and missed. Now I'm gonna attack the swan that's in front of me.
Oh, okay, cool.
My bad.
Just wanted to make things. No, don't worry about it. Yeah, go ahead. See, and you said you rolled
10.
what again?
10.
Oh, unfortunately, you swing and a miss. Never mind, you hit.
Yeah. Nope.
I'm like, how well can a slime dodge?
So yeah, roll for damage.
So I hit or no?
No, you hit. You hit. I was messing with you.
10.
So you slash it, and as it's shrinking, another.
God damn it.
What?
I forgot.
You make another one, but they're both
I'm like fucking Hercules.
really small.
Keep chopping the heads off until there's a fucking 100 of them.
You said that you did 10 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now there's 2 of them.
She's not gonna attack me.
Fucking corner. Go join,
Get the cultists.
go join Flumble's girlfriend over there.
Alright, I'll go chewy.
Okay.
She was watching Trumpy's moment earlier.
So I forgot to roll for 2 of the cultists before because I completely messed up the
No.
order. So I gotta do that for them really quickly. So give me 1 moment.
You allowed like 5.
He's not getting up. He's not getting up.
They all have to go
Uh,
after me now.
One of them makes a sound, looks up, and he's like, "Huh, intruders!" And he jumps down, and he is now joining the fight.
Sweet.
Okay, so. Alright, so now it is Fumble's turn.
It's my turn.
He is going. Huh? Oh, you're right. Whoops. Sorry. My bad. Zeus, it is now your turn.
I walk around the slime, and I'm just gonna say fuck it and acid breath the guys that are staying up on the platform.
What? How many feet does your breath go?
30 feet.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna hit them. Alright, roll to see. Roll to see if you hit them. There are 3 of them up there.
They have to defeat a dex save of 12, I believe. And if they succeed, they take half damage. But if they fail, they take full damage.
Actually, what am I talking about? Because they're incapacitated, so you can just do it. Sorry. They're not moving at all. They're not going to be able to make that dexterity throw.
I only did 2. That was my list.
2 acid damage.
Yes. I know it's not going to kill anyone.
So you just open your mouth, and just a frail breath of acid just comes out of your mouth and hits them, and it only singes them a little bit.
And then the first cultist that jumped down is mumbling to himself. I'm gonna hit him with my great axe. I got a 23 for that.
Okay. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. So and you're going after the cultist, right?
Yes. The one mumbling.
All right. So roll for damage.
9.
Xeris, finish him.
I just look at him and just say, yeah, okay, I'm done with your mumbling, and I just hack him in half. So it's 4 swords, yeah, there's... I mean, it's 4 bombs.
You said you're going after... So wait, you were going after the one that jumped down, right?
Yes, the one that was mumbling to himself. The first guy.
The one I missed.
Okay.
I threw his... I smacked his corpse into the bomb.
All right.
No,
So you do
Flumble-
that.
Flumble, killed the fucking slime already.
He's like, you got it, and he's gonna roll. So yeah, he's gonna bring his scimitar down on him because he got a 16 to hit. And he is going to do. He just brings his scimitar down and just splats it onto the ground, and it is now dead. So now there's one more left. Yuffie, it is now your turn.
Just one left.
One jelly left, one cultist that's standing up, and 3 of them are still incapacitated.
I'm gonna do my usual snap, produce flame, and throw it at the slime.
Alright, roll to see if you hit.
Does an 8 hit?
Eight just hits.
That is 4 fire damage.
Yuffie, finish it.
I incinerate it.
Okay. So as soon as it incinerates, the cultist that's still standing up on his feet, he's like, how dare you! How dare you kill our goo god! And one of the cultists that's still hanging out up on the balcony is going to move for a second.
Called it, goo god.
And he gets up and he's like, goo god, huh? What? And then he sits up straight and he jumps down, and now he is joining the fight.
Before you do anything else, I needed to tell you what my fox spirit was doing. He's just going to be standing in front of me using the dodge action.
Who's going to be standing in front of you using the dodge action? Okay.
Just trying to distract people.
Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so with that being said, so now this one has joined the fight, and then the other one that's up there is going to try to move. And he's still knocked out. Excuse me. Where is it? That being said, the cultist that jumped down before is going to now run up to Knock, and he's going to try and swing at you.
Fuck.
He got an 8 on his initiative roll. That's why, in case you were wondering. He's gonna hit you with a scimitar. 14. That's a hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you are going to take. Oh. You're gonna take 2 slashing damage.
All right.
All right, and Knock, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna try to just take both swords and attack this fucker right in the face. Just I want to like fucking
Yep.
do like in a Game of Thrones style with the what the fuck his name is the midget dude. Just fucking X his face part.
Okay. Tyrion, but yeah, roll to see if you hit.
12 and 6. Fuck you. 6. 12 and 6.
1 hits, 1 misses.
Alright. So let's see, I do 6 slashing damage.
So yeah, he has a mark. He has an X mark on it. Well, a slash across his face that's bleeding, but he is holding his face, but he's still up on his feet. But there's a lot of blood.
Alright, and I'm gonna set my weasel real quick and have him bite right where I just cut.
All right, so roll to see if you hit.
15.
Take the whole nose.
That hits.
Alright. 4.
Knock, finish him.
Alright, we just tears his face apart, rips it, and starts eating it.
As he's trying to like basically like hold his face, he just falls back onto his back and he just dies. Xeris, it is now your turn.
How many of them are left?
One is no, one is on the floor with you, but two of them are still up on the balcony, incapacitated.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my javelin at one of the ones up on the balcony.
Okay.
I got a 23 for that. And it did 6 damage.
Roll to see if you hit.
No, I got a 23.
Oh, okay, yeah, that 6 damage.
Yeah.
All right, so the javelin just whoop, and then just sticks right into its back, and you're now starting to see blood drip from that incapacitated cultist.
And then
Now you're
the cultist that's in front of me, I want to hit him with my great axe.
All right, roll to see if you hit.
I got a
16
16.
hits.
I got a 5. The curse of the digital dice just happened. It literally spun around, hit the screen, spun, and stopped.
So you dig your great axe into him, but he's still and you take it out, and he's still moving. He just makes a really big grunt noise.
I mocked him as I pulled my axe out.
All right, so now it is Fumple's turn. Flumble runs up to the one that's on the floor, and he swings at him, but he misses. And now Yuffie, is your turn.
I am going to summon a flaming sphere up there on the balcony with those two incapacitated ones.
Okay.
Can they make dexterity saving throws?
If they have to make a dexterity saving throw, they don't have to. They can't because they're incapacitated.
Oh, they are lucky. I rolled 2 ones. They each take 2 fire damage.
So you singe their clothes.
No, I'm just gonna weirdly loud.
Huh?
Okay, and then I'm gonna have.
What a miss.
You said they take 2 fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One is on death's door.
You got something like that.
And then my little wildfire fox is going to use flame seed again on this one in front of us on the floor.
Alright, roll to see if you hit.
And definitely missed.
Alright, so you snap your fingers and it misses. Okay, so oh wait. Okay. There we go. Alright, so the one that's still incapacitated, he's gonna try and move, and he's still incapacitated. The other one that's also incapacitated is gonna try and move. He looks up, does the same thing as the other ones do, gets up and jumps down. And now he is in the fight.
Is that the one that has
But a little damage.
Is that guy
This
is that the one with my javelin, or is he still up there?
He's still up there.
Get your ass down here, I want it back!
Alright, Knock, it is now your turn.
Alright. The one that's up on the balcony that has a javelin in his back. Is there a way you can climb up there and get access to him, or no?
Wait, what?
I want Weasel to go up there and basically like throw him off. Like climb up there, grab this javelin, and then get over the balcony and pull him to the ground.
So your weasel would have to basically move a man who's just like hanging off of the balcony a little bit. He would have to make a strength check with disadvantage because he is a weasel.
Alright.
I should point out that the sphere is still there, and if he ends his turn up there, he's gonna take fire damage.
Okay.
Wait, you can't you use that spell you used on me? The strength spell? This way he can knock you down.
18 is the disadvantage.
What was the disadvantage?
18.
The weasel goes up and he manages to yank, do a couple of tugs and yank this guy off of the balcony, and he is going to take 1d4 of bludgeoning damage as he smacks the floor. And the way that he falls is that he does like a front flip with the javelin still in his back, and the javelin at a perfect point hits the ground, and he just like, it pierces like right through him, and he just smacks the ground, and he is now dead.
Yes!
Coach, I demand a steroid check on that weasel.
First animate that. Alright, and I'll attack the other one, whoever's closest to me, on the ground with my sword.
Alright, go for it, see if you hit.
15.
Hits.
And deal 5 damage.
Finish him.
Lock his head right off. And then, if I can, if it air, punch him with my foot.
Are you using
Triple.
digital dice?
Yes! Fuck you.
You say you're kicking his head?
Yeah, I'm gonna punch it across the room like a blue ball.
Alright, so after watching this sheer horror happening in front of this cultist's eyes, you just watched a weasel yank his friend, his buddy cultist, off of the balcony and get impaled by the javelin stuck in his back. As you charge up to the one that was standing next to him and just lob his head off completely, he just like looks back and forth between all this and all of you, and he just drops his sword and he just throws himself into
Hold on, before he does
into
that,
the door.
I'd like to intimidate him so he can run away. So I want to add a quick answer something. I'll grab him out
Okay.
before he gets the eye should be close enough. Since I'm hitting them with now.
You're gonna grab him.
Yes.
All right, make a grapple check, and strength check, and I have to oppose.
Would it be athletics or no?
Well, actually, I'm just like, wait. If you're gonna grab it, I think dexterity. It would be dexterity.
Okay.
So I would say
Acrobatics?
no. I don't think so. I think it would be strength because all he's doing is just trying to grab him and hold him down.
Which is regular strength check?
Yeah.
Damn, you guys making me endlessly roll. 16.
Rolling's half the fun.
All right. So as soon as he's about to like book it, you just you just grab him, and you just like come here, and you just like bring him into you, and you hold him down. Say no, I yield, I don't want to die.
We never said we're gonna kill you.
I yelled, I yelled,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, you're answering our questions.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Dirty 20.
So he just stops immediately, and he just like stares at you with just sheer horror.
I look at you and say he's all yours now.
Well, our interests no longer coincide. I want to kill him, and he doesn't want to die.
Well, talk to him first. See if you get information out of him.
You're the persuasive one. I'm.
Where's the treasure?
He's he looks up and he's like, "It's up there where the balcony is, where we all were." He's just shivering. He is shaking. If this was a cartoon, he would be vibrating right now, and so would Xerus.
Why can't you touch the treasure?
It's like, because it was supposed to be for our GOO god.
Well, he's dead now, so we can get the treasure now, right?
Is like, if you want, I wouldn't recommend it though.
Why not?
So because it's like that flash, like it's filled with medicine, and he like tries to do like finger quotes like this as he's being like held. It's like, but it really is just more vomit to add to him, kind of like a drink for him. So if you guys were to try and drink it, like you guys would end up throwing up yourselves.
Knock, I'll give you 5 gold to drink it.
Make it 10, and I will.
I'll throw 5 in.
15
gold pieces. He's like, "What? You're really gonna drink it?" Even Flumble was like, "Yeah, man, that's kind of gross."
I mean, it's not the worst thing I've done so far.
Yeah, he licked this weird red vomit out in the hallway.
All right, so
Wait, can I?
you climb up there.
Can I ask him real quick, since I'm holding him? Do you happen to know what that red goo in the hallway was?
He's like, the red goo is like, that's just how that was there before. I don't know what it was like originally, to be honest.
I believe you. Alright, Knock, go lick it, go drink it.
Alright, here we go.
I turn him around so he gets to watch too.
Alright, took a sip.
Alright, so you go up there and you grab the flask, you jump down, you take a sip, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Screw you, Xerus.
Nobody's saying for you to do it though.
10.
You do the you like vomit in your mouth, but you're able to like hold it in there.
Hey, look, he's got his.
It's up to you if you want to spit it or swallow it.
I'll spit.
All right, so you do that. You just go and just spit it on the ground. It's still a little rank. And now this guy who just stared at you doing it is going to make his own Constitution saving throw, and he's just like, but he's able to like hold it down.
I look at Xerus going, how does it feel to spit acid like me?
You're Xerus.
Sorry, I meant Knock, brain fart. I looked at my name on the screen.
That's okay. All right, so
Hey, Knock, how does it feel to spew acid too?
I mean, I guess it's basically if I drink it this, but...
So the hobgoblin that was in the corner of the room before the start of the fight runs up and just hugs Flumble. It's like, "My hero, you guys did a very good job too. That was a really disgusting fight though. But you sweetheart," she like grabs Flumble's like cheeks and squeezes them. She's like, that attack where you just squish the jelly, like, oh, amazing. And he's like, thank you.
I just hype Flumble up more.
More to come.
Maybe
If
you
you
should
know what
give
I mean.
Flumble some time off.
After we're done with the dungeon. Because all we know, they might get attacked while they're, you know.
All right, so yeah, you guys are out of combat. You guys are still holding this guy down. And there is a door right behind where like right below the balcony, there's a door that you guys can use to leave the room.
I asked the guy real quick before I decide what I'm going to do with him. I look at him and say, "Do you know what's on the other side of that door?"
Honestly, it's a hallway that leads to another door. I didn't go into the door, but like I've gotten close enough to it to hear the sound of water.
Can one of you see if he's lying?
Roll insight.
All of us or just him?
If you guys want to see if he's lying, then roll insight.
Oh fuck!
I'll have Flumble
What the
roll too. Nope, he doesn't know if he's
9.
lying. Nope. You guys don't know if he's lying or not. You have a feeling that he's telling the truth.
Cool.
I look at you
Sounds
three.
right.
I
Another
look at-
hallway.
I look
Can we
at you
kill
three
him
and
first?
knock and ask what's their about live or die. Alright, sorry, little buddy. Time for you to die. I'm just gonna bring him over and just drown him in the fucking vomit.
That's fucked up.
All right, roll strength with advantage. I gotta roll oppose.
16.
So drown him. Describe to me how you're doing this.
I kick his knee out and I just drag him up to the platform that has the vomit in it, and I shove his head in and I just kick him in.
All right, so he's flailing around a bunch, and for like a minute or two, and then he just stops moving, and he is now dead. As they would say everywhere else, the bubbles stop coming up.
I just put on the thing of vomit and walk away.
All right, so I know we gotta get off soon. Knock, you're gonna go ahead and open up this door.
Yep.
And you're staring down this hallway, and I'm going to make a roll. Yep,
Hey,
nothing. Everything is good to go. Wait, what did you say?
Hey guys, it's a hallway.
Yeah, so you guys go down this hallway, and as soon as you get to the wooden door at the end of it, you guys start seeing like a light mist come out from the bottom of the door, and you hear the sound. You hear the sound of waves on the other side.
Should we open the door?
I don't know. If you don't want to go in first, I can do it.
Damn.
Alright.
Flumble called you a coward.
Alright, fine.
So
I'll do it. I want Fluffy, whatever his name is, think I'm a coward.
I don't think you. I don't think you were a coward, but I would do it. Like if you don't want to. Like,
No, I'll do it.
Flumble,
I'm the leader.
just mock
I-
him. No, you're the meat
Is
shield.
that-
You're not the leader. You're just the meat shield.
Shut up.
Even
I'm not
Flumble-
gonna mock him if he's gonna do it. If he's gonna do it, he's been doing it before.
I look at
That's-
Flumble and I just go, he's our meat shield. He's not the leader. Don't let him fool you.
And he shrugs. He's like, "Okay."
If you see an arrow fly to the edge, just stand behind him.
Alright, I'm gonna open the door, but turn around and flick off Xeris while I'm doing it.
That's an easier way for them to to fucking put an arrow into you, dumbass.
All right, so you open up the door, and then you hear the speaker come on again, and the mist that was below your feet has now dispersed, and you hear the voice say, "We've had a lot of fun so far, folks, but this
That
next
was
room, huh?
Is that what you call it?
Yep.
That was fun.
Shut up.
I'm on the voice side.
This next room is truly horrifying. Near darkness fills the room, and the sound of gently sloshing water echoes off the walls. A rowboat bobs in a slow-moving stream, tied by a rope to a small concrete pier. The horrid, oily water flowing in the stream looks suspiciously like pancreatic juice. And that is where we will end the session for tonight.
Sounds good.
How much experience did we gain so I can put it in now?
It's the amusement park.
Hi. Okay, so let's see. You guys get 515 experience.
All right.
Go pick out a book. All right.
All right, now you're in
The
charge of
WoW
your turn.
Diary.
What is that about?
Dun, 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 dun.
Basically, that
So,
book is what
quick
explains
question.
World of Warcraft from the early stages of development of what inspired every little development process, what challenges did they face, what made them decide to go with that final decision, and how they went forth to create the base game and all expansions, and how
Well,
much of a nightmare at the time they went through it all.
So, I'm on D&D Beyond. That's what I've been using.
Click your
And
XP thing.
shut up. I have my thing set as milestone.